Oh. I think get rid of Grace. Hello, everyone.
Look, I'll control the telly from my phone.
Can you hear me? Please let me know. Oh dear. Oh, great stuff. You can hear me. Fantastic. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday. Just 2 ticks. Just trying to get the screen up on my video on my laptop. Okay. Already a good few of you in already. Hi, Sharon, Helen, Adria, Patsy, Laurie, Cheryl, Crow Stitcher, who is Andy, Sandy, Leslie, Ashley. Oh dear. Sounds like you've got some bits going on, and Katinka. No, Crow Stitcher's name is Andy with an I. Yeah, Ashley, hello, Nikki, might be more quiet than usual. Larry's bronchitis and having a rough mental health day, but here and stitching. No worries at all, Ashley. I wish you both well. I've had it a bit rough myself this week, but hey, onwards and upwards, eh? Patsy says hi to Andy. That's you.
Hi. Hello.
Andy's got his head in his laptop at the moment. He's been off filming today. I've been to the hospital and he's been filming. It's been one of them days. I have been busier today than I would be at a day at work. Hey, Joyce. No worries. Grab a cuppa. I've got mine. Hi, Panzula. Okay. So how are we all doing? Like I said, I've had a busy day, been stitching, been up to the hospital and what have you, gone and visited stepdad, took in some snacks. It's always positive when he wants snacks. Yeah, not done much else. Hi, Catherine. Yes, Helen, me too. Wednesday's live streams does break up the week, doesn't it? Kind of lets you know that you're halfway there. Halfway to the weekend. Oh, yeah. I think this week's going really slowly, which is a good thing because I'm off work. So, yeah, I've got Lauren down here with me as well. She's busy on a tablet. She's not tuned into me at all.
You're on your own.
I am. You're in your laptop. Lauren's in a tablet. Anna's not here.
Do you want me to come out?
No, you're fine.
What?
You're fine. Hi, Ebony. Patsy, I'm doing good, but my dog Kyra isn't good. He's got otolitis. What's that?
Sounds painful.
Yeah, it does sound painful, doesn't it? Oh, colitis. Oh.
I think I know what that is.
My stepdad doesn't look his age. He is born in 1943, so he's 81. I'll tell you what, it looks a lump better today than what he, this is going to sound daft, but it looks a lot better than how he sounded. Going for another crazy stitch count this week. Well, yeah, I've got the, bit of time off this week. That means I can get in those crazy stitch counts. Catherine's coming in through Facebook and says hi to everybody. You know, sometimes I just don't know how I do it, because yesterday I did 1,000 stitches on this, and then I did 1,200 stitches on my model stitch, and I didn't even feel it, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's been a busy week for stitches, busy week for other stuff. Yep, so went up to see my stepdad, took him some snacks, had an hour or so's chat with him. He was giving me plenty of stories about the other people in the bay. He's hopeful to be coming out soon, but we just have to wait and see, because whilst he wants to get out, you know, he doesn't want to go home too early and end up not being well. So it is what it is. So what's everybody working on? I'm up to 67.18% on this piece now on She Sleeps, which is good, better than expected. Patsy, he gets it a lot as he has a bad gut. He gets diarrhea and sick, so I went to the vet for anti-nausea injection. One is chicken and rice, and he's on chicken and rice. Let's have a poll at my stitch count this week. You're going over 10k to 12k. Ooh, well, it's Wednesday. Where's my little book? I can't open Stitch Pal when I'm on the phone with the live. So let's tell you what I did already this week. Monday, I did 1,700. Yesterday, I did 1,000. Obviously, plus my model stitch, but I don't count that. Today, I've done more than 1,000. So guess away. AJ's having a no stitch day today. Hurt her wrist yesterday at the gym. Oh dear. That's not good. And Sandy is working on Story Keep, The Last Supper Haid. 16.66%, nearly a page finish. Brilliant. Great stuff. Katinka has to do overtime for work, but I hope I can put it away soon and do some stitching. Cool. Fingers crossed, Katinka. Crow Stitcher Andy is working on White Queen by Haid. Super duper. I was watching your floss tube today. I love some of your pieces. Really good. Patsy is doing the old craft room, 1.24% and some bright colours. Yay! Oh, no worries, Andy. Anybody who's not subscribed to Andy's channel, Crow Stitcher, just click on a name, go over to the channel and hit that subscribe button. Laurie is busy working on Poltergeist Pirate this week, stitching water and back stitching. And Cheryl, hi Cheryl, is working Disney cross stitch. And I noticed that you'd had a finish, which we'll share in a little while. You're off upstairs, chicken. Love you, sweetie. Have you got your stuff for your face?
Yeah, got
Okay.
it.
Haid moon gazing hair for Sharon. Final day before swapping over. 25.86%. Good, good. That rotation's doing well. I put the vast majority of next year's projects into Stitch Pal last night. The ones that I've already got on Pattern Keeper. There's two that I won't be able to put on there. Well, one that I won't be able to put on there at all. And that's my Pain Free Crafts piece. Because I've only got a physical file. I haven't got a digital one. And the other one is my next acquisition, shall we say. Because if you haven't seen my floss tube this week, not only, I don't know if I mentioned it on my live on Sunday, but not only did I have the RAK of Cosmic Marbles, I also won the monthly gift voucher from Gecko Rouge, a £50 voucher.
You did mention it.
I did, didn't I? Yeah. So we've been plotting what's coming with that. But yeah, most things are in Stitch Pal now.
Notwithstanding the fact you're going to get one from me as well.
What do you mean as well?
Okay, a Christmas present.
No, that'll be. No, we'll just get the one, and I use my discount code and the voucher because it's otherwise it's a lot of money. I'm not adding any more new starts. How many times have I said that now?
I know you can't resist the new stuff.
Well, I'm going to have to because 25 is my absolute. That is the hard line. So yeah, so I put everything into Stitch Pal.
So my mission for next year is to convince you to start a 26th one. Who's with me on that?
Well, I've got to get some whips off the table because 25 is my absolute maximum.
It's small fry compared to some.
Yeah. I've seen people with literally hundreds of whips lately. Some of these parades are really, really long whip
I don't
parades.
see how anyone can concentrate on like that many.
Well, yeah, but they won't all be big projects. Some of them will be really small, like can fit in palm of your hand small.
Well, yeah, but even so, it would still confuse me to have that many. But then again, I'm not a stitcher, so what do I know?
Yes, indeed, Leslie, I do want some boots. It's been cold again here today. Ebony's at 27 and feeling like at your limit. Yeah. 25 is going to be it, I think, for me. And then, but next year, I'm hoping to get at least 2 finishers. Hey, Donna. Yeah. I will talk about this more on my. Yes, I'm including the 2 from Unconventional Cross Stitch as well. I will talk about this more on my next floss tube, but I went to the dentist this week, and there will be at some point next year, in the early part of the year, there will be some slightly different content, because at some stage I will not be able to talk. Lauren has very kindly volunteered to help me with doing floss tubes. I will still be able to do some stitch with me's, but live streams might be a bit difficult. If I can't talk, I can't interact, can I? So, but we're hoping to get it done reasonably quickly so that the disruption is at a minimum, because the dentist is fully aware that I work in a job where I'm on the phones, so I can't be, essentially incapacitated for any great length of time. Ebony is hoping for a few finishes too, hopefully one in January / February. Great stuff. Which one's closest to a finish for you, Ebony? Sandy says the estate was flooded this morning. Yeah, it was. We had some of that wintry weather here, that sort of snowy, sleety stuff overnight and early on this morning, and it was raining for a portion of the morning as well. Luckily it stopped by the time I went to hospital, but by God, it was cold. Oh, that's the other thing as well. I was talking about my stepdad and being in hospital. I'm going to finish it out properly when he gets out, but I'm going to be making a complaint. Certainly demanding some answers as to why an emergency ambulance for somebody having difficulty breathing was downgraded to a hospital, a doctor's appointment, and then an in-person hospital. So, yeah, I'm going to get some answers. My mini Paris by Haid, about 38,000 stitches left. Oh, great stuff. Fingers crossed that that'll get over the finish line. You all right, chicken?
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum. Yeah, I think so as well, Patsy. Because somebody made a decision, and, you know, I mean, he's in hospital, you know, under a cardiologist at the moment. He's got fluid on his lungs, so he's having to have diuretics to get rid of the fluid. And I'm just not happy. Not happy at all. They tell you to phone 999 for an ambulance, ring an ambulance in case of difficulty breathing or chest pain. He didn't have the chest pain, but he certainly had the difficulty breathing. Laurie says, I hear you. I lost 8 front teeth due to a horse. It's not fun learning to talk. And then again, with the new teeth, you can pronounce your F's and V's. Yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of not looking forward to. The upshot is that they've all got to come out, which I kind of expected. Like I said before, it's something that's been going on since my childhood. And, you know, it's the last stage really in the big changes that I've made over the last year, you know, with the weight loss and so on. So, 700 stitches left to complete Europe Street, Leslie. Wow. Will it be done for Sunday, do you think, for Sunday stream? Unless, of course, you're going to, you know, sit there and bung in 700 stitches now while we're on this one, you know, ring the bell for a finish, proverbially. Well, I had a couple of zeros on this the other day as well, which is nice. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 3722. Oh. So I was supposed to be going Christmas shopping with Hannah today, but obviously because of Grandad, she's dog sitting, so I kind of put paid to that. But Andy will be dog sitting tomorrow, so we can go do some Christmas shopping. So we can get that out of the way, or mainly out of the way. Leslie, I should think so. No more today, unless plus these last few are mainly confetti. I took pictures of me in a hockey jersey with a helmet and stick. Have to laugh at life sometimes, says Laurie. Sounds fun. I lost most of my top teeth due to receding gums, and that was with me brushing twice a day. It doesn't take as long as you think to learn to talk again. That's good. That's a positive. I do tend to talk quite fast though, so I should probably have to learn to slow down a little bit, I would have thought. But yeah, I mean, he were absolutely wonderful when I went, because obviously I took my x-ray and what have you, and he even, you know, took it home and worked out a treatment plan and then phoned me back the following, you know, today with it. So can't fault his dedication to his job. And, you know, and he said, look, you know, there's not a lot we can do for these teeth. You know, you'd be better off, you know, doing this. And that's what we've decided. So I might look weird, it might sound weird, but, you know, hey, I'm weird anyway. But it'll all be for the good in the end, won't it? Oh, stop doing a silly. So what else have I been doing this week? Monday, me and Andy went to Gainsborough. Oh, remind me to forward you them pictures. So we went to Gainsborough and popped to see one of Andy's sponsors. And then on the way back, we called in at a garden centre. We did a bit of Christmas shopping. Then had a cuppa and Andy had a cake, I had a banana in the cafe, which was quite nice, and just been nice to spend a bit of time together. And then yesterday, I bought Andy some headphones for Christmas about 5 years ago, and I decided that one of the ears was going to die yesterday. So we're like, yeah, well, and then we popped out and got him some new headphones, and we ended up going and having another sit down in a cuppa together, which was quite nice. You know, it's nice to, you know, be able to spend a bit of time together. We don't get it very much. Why am I stitching this in one strand? Boom. You know why? It's because I've been stitching in one strand all day.
Have you got a frog yet?
Yeah, well, I have, but I'm not. I can't tell the difference between one strand and two strands.
How many stitches have you put in one strand?
About 8-ish. There you go. I've made it 2 strands now. Because clever. It's because I've been stitching in one strand all day. Only in a nice way, being weird. Well, I hope so. I'm sure you won't get it once it's all done. No, I won't. I won't, because I will be so much more confident in myself, I think, because I've always been very self-conscious about the way my teeth look. So, but yeah, I gave my boss a ring, even though I'm not working. I gave her a ring and I said, look, this is what gives, and, you know, work are going to be supportive. So what more can I ask? Oh, and Laurie says, yes, it will be worth it. Yep. So, yeah. All good. Yeah, I can't tell for one bit that some of them stitches are only one strand. I'm not messing about going over them. It's what brings the piece, its individuality. It's a bit like when I work on Night Cafe, and sometimes I do the second leg by accident. Thanksgiving in the USA tomorrow, is it not? So happy Thanksgiving to all the folks out there in advance. I hope you have a good one. We don't look at your teeth when they're on the flush shoes. We're looking at your stitching. Well, that's good. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Hey dear. Plenty of stitching to look at. I think it's, you know, at the minute, I think I've got a nice mix. Next year when the new ones come in, still keeping up the same of 4 main projects plus a focus on a finish per week. I think it'll be all right. So on tomorrow's jobs list, me and Hannah are doing a bit of Christmas shopping. I need to order that kit from Gecko Rouge. I'm definitely leaning towards the Colin Thompson Bizarre Bookshelf. So that will be my Christmas present, my prize and my Christmas present from Andy combined. And I will get round to sorting out these unconventional X-stitch pieces and get them bought and paid for and downloaded. I've got a couple of emails to do as well. Oh, excuse me, that's me Fredo jumping back. Okay. $7.60. Oh. 760. All right, look. I texted Andy from the bus today, and I said, "Are you home?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm home." And I went, "Right, I'm 20 minutes from home. In about 10 minutes or so, get the kettle on. I'm frozen. Oh, really cold again. I've had to have a defrosting bath." Finding having my master set in my stitching corner really great. It's so much tidier. Yep. My master set stays just to the left of me. That might be what I do for the thread on Saturday. A Stitchy Corner setup. Show you Stitchy Corner for Sunday's live. And I don't have to worry about robbing Peter to Paul if I want to start a new project. No, you don't. That's the good thing about it. That's why I love having mine. I don't know if you saw, but Enid has got some of those little drawers. So she'll fill up those little drawers with some DMC skeins. She might be on in a bit. Or she might be getting ready for Thanksgiving. She's in the US, isn't she? Somebody mentioned another brand of floss on a floss tube the other day as well. So we're still getting more brands, you know, like CXC Royal Broderie and stuff. Somebody mentioned another one. I can't remember who it was. I've watched quite a lot of floss tube this week. That's it. Thank you, Sandy. Ammo. Correct. I know it was a very short name. I've got the Bisley drawers with the pip and chip, foam inserts and acrylic bobbins. Oh. I've recently started using a master set as well. Wish I'd done it years ago, says Donna. Yeah. I've been using my master set now for 2 years-ish, ever since I started stitching shelf. And I find it very handy. Patsy says quite right. You don't have to rob Peter because they're all there. Anyway, I'm not going to get Andy trying biscuits today because we haven't got any new ones yet. Catherine, I've used the ammo, but it's a bit too coarse for me. I'm a CXC convert and love it. Ah. So I haven't used any of these other ones at all. I either use the kit floss, which is generally speaking DMC, or another brand, but I can't tell you which brand because it doesn't tell me. Or my master set, which is all DMC. Someone explained to me the benefit of using a master set instead of each project having its own floss. Like, what about dialog issues? Well, to be fair, Ashley, I'm getting my threads off cones, and they are quite big cones, so I'm not going to have dialog issues for an awful long time. But you know, for me, having a master set means that I haven't got 25 projects all kitted up separately. For me, because I've got a small space to stitch in, that makes things easier. I haven't got 25 sets of thread cards that I'm chasing around the house. And, I often see on people's floss tubes, like, for example, Emily, and she's often saying, I knew I'd got a skein of this somewhere and I had to go into this kitting up that I had, and for me, I just didn't like the idea of hang on, let me just mark these threads off. Yeah, I just didn't like the idea of have I done those stitches or not? Yes, I have. Having to sort of borrow one from one and one from another, that kind of thing. And yes, agree with you there, Andy Crow Stitcher. I find that with full coverages, you can't really tell if there are issues with dye lots because of the confetti. Large chunks of background solid colour, make sure you have enough from the same dye lot. Yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you as well, when you're doing a full coverage, when it's on your wall, how close are people looking? Yes, we would know. I mean, I saw a piece in a group the other day. Somebody had the piece in storage for a long time and then got it out and got fresh threads, and there was a massive difference with the colours. I felt so sorry for that stitcher. But, my pieces are out pretty continuously. But yeah, I mean, like, for example, my Lord of the Rings stained glass, if that background colour that I'm doing first was not 310, I would make sure that I either had the cone or enough to make sure that I could do all of the stitches from the same dye lot. Ebony I kit all mine up separately, but I kit as a company would with enough floss to stitch plus extra to cover for mistakes. I love having mine kit separately. Brilliant. I'll be honest, for me, some of my master set business is laziness on my part as well, because I don't want to spend a lot of time kitting up a project when I could be spending that time putting the stitches in. But hey, whatever works for you. And, you know, but like I said, because I've got a small space as well, can I really have 25 projects fully kitted up? I mean, don't get me wrong, 10 of my projects for next year are already kitted. And that might be a squeeze. I have to compact down my stitching area. I also never borrow threads from one project to another. Good, that's good. But obviously, you know, and it does happen. That would be a concern of mine if I had them kitted separately. If I'm borrowing from one thread to another, is the difference going to be a big difference? Is there going to be a dye lot difference? And I think as well with DMC, the dye lots are not too bad. But if you were comparing, you know, a vintage thread, so, you know, one of those that was, you know, 20 plus years old to today's dye lots, they've changed how they make the dye. You know, the dye components. So there probably will be a difference in dye lot. Oh, cup of tea. Oh, it's an interesting point though. But I guess it's like everything, isn't it? In the stitchy world, it's down to your personal preference. I mean, my Gecko Rouge kits, they don't give the DMC numbers. So the threads that are on the end, if I can match them to my existing DMC, then I will. But if not, obviously I can't. I'm sure the threads will get used at some point for something. Oh, my days. What's that odd stitch right up there? Why is that not being filled in? It's one of the things that I love, and that's there isn't a right or wrong way. It's what works for you. Absolutely, Andy, completely. I stitch differently to a way a lot of stitchers stitch.
You have different methods for different pieces.
I have different methods for different pieces, correct. I have, you know, my way of keeping my floss. You know, some people, I mean, like we just identified, you know, some people prefer to keep it, you know, per project. Some people have a master set. You know, we're all different. It wouldn't do for us all to be the same now, would it? It's a uniqueness that we share. The love of cross stitch and the unique way in which we make it our own. Come on. There we go. Hey, Jojo. Hi, Nicola and everyone. I'm not stitching now, just watching with my cat, Shadow. No problem at all. Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing all right. $8.93. Usually kits give more than enough floss anyway. Has anyone run out of floss in a kit with normal use today? I haven't. I did run out on one. It was the Gecko Rouge, the one I did. I don't know what minder is. I'm just getting in. When I did this piece, I stitched this piece. It was a Gecko Rouge kit, and I did run out of one of the colours, but I was able to match it with my DMC set, so that was all right. But you know, most places, if you do happen to run out of thread, which is rare, they will provide you, you know, with some extra, as long as it's not a ridiculous amount that you're asking for, you know, kind of thing. So dimensions kits, I know that there's some difficulties with them. You know, some people have had difficulties with them, and of course, because their thread colours are not, or the last I knew, and I could be wrong, are not readily convertible. That must have been a Monday kit. I avoid dimensions. I've got one dimensions, which I have started. I haven't UFO'd it. Just put it on one side. It may come out again because it's working off paper, and I'm a pattern keeper kind of gal. Oh, excuse me. Sounds like washer's going to take off.
That's why the door's closed.
I know some people are doing dimensions December. Ashley, I think you're doing it. I was having a think the other day about other months which have got like a theme. Like some people have done Sampler September, Christmas in July, obviously Stitch Mania. I was struggling though to think of others. Yeah, I know some people are do themed months, but there doesn't seem to be one for every month, unless you guys know. Oh yeah, Nora November. There you go. Yeah. Monogamous May. Oh. It's difficult though, isn't it, when you're sort of trying to think about monthly themes, because there isn't one for every month, or I don't know of one for every month. Kudos to folks who do dimensions, as well as Chatelains and Teresa Wentley. They intimidate me and stress me out, but applause to those who do them. Yeah, I've got a Chatelaine in thought. I'd love to do a Chatelaine. Ebony's doing a Chatelaine. Hey, Nessa. Fancy February, yeah. Andy did June Dog. So, right, okay. So Fancy February would be like Mirabilias and Lavender and Laces and Nora's and stuff, wouldn't it? Fancy Lady. Bella Filipina. Yes, June Dog, yeah. Long Dogs, yeah. Thought Mania was the May theme with lots of new starts. Yeah, some people did Stitch Mania for some people people sort of varied the theme. I know that one lady started a brand new BAP every day in May one year. And now I haven't seen her do a floss tube in a long time. Sample September. Did I say sample September? I think I did, didn't I? Mirabilia May, yeah. Christmas in July, winter in July, I've seen. Keystone Stitcher did Dark October. I did May. Is it this year when I finished Mary Princess? It was, wasn't it? I decided in May, for May, I was going to focus on a finish for her. Didn't finish it in the May, I finished it a little bit after, but still. It's October for finishing socks. Yeah, don't start December. Yeah. Keep saying I want to have a bash at knitting socks, but I'm too busy cross-stitching. You still say I'm stitching addicted, don't you, love?
Mm.
I do like my stitching. It's my therapy. And sharing it with like-minded people is even better. Oh, no, wrong place. Get this thread started, then we'll have a look and see what you guys have been working on.
Talented bunch.
Yep. Oh, crikey. If I can ever get this thread started. We could just add some fabulous finishes February. That's a good idea. There you go, Ebony. When you finish your project, fabulous finishes February. It's probably get more than one of us saying, yeah, you're absolutely right, Patsy.
Nikki, have you downloaded the videos from Monday?
Yes, but I haven't uploaded.
What was the date on Monday?
Yeah, 25th. Okay. When I determined to finish by Fab, yes, and then you can have fabulous finish in February. Nessa's been trying to set up focus whips for next year. Beautiful. Always good to have a plan. I have 17 starts. 17 starts planned. A minimum one finish. It's going to be more than that, though. It's got to be more than that. How many focus whips are you going to have, Nessa? 30, holy moly. Are they all big projects or are they various sizes and stuff? You think I'll finish 3? So if I finish She Sleeps Sunday, then I will try and get at least 1, if not 2, of my little gecko ones done, because some of them are not that big. At least 2 of them are sub 40,000 stitches. Hey, Kenny. Ready to pull out my Christmas hate, says Donna. A Long Winter's Nap by Donna Gelsinger, only 17.5% along. Cool, cool. Kelly's just got back from a bit of Christmas shopping. Sounds good, Kelly. What did you get me? I haven't done mine yet. What with Grandad and everything. I'm going tomorrow. Me and Hannah are going to be out. I also got something else for hubby's birthday, 12th of December. So Hannah's on the 15th. She will be 23. Oh, to be 23 again. So I think what are we doing at age 23? I think I've got a mortgage by then. I know that much. I may have missed it, says Krista, but how were your stepdad's tests? He has water on the lungs, so he's on some diuretics to get rid of the water. And he's had some heart tests as well, which the results aren't great, but it's nothing that isn't treatable, if that makes sense. He's still in hospital. I've been to see him today. I've had a couple of hours with him, but he's in really good spirits, which I think is important, because I think half of health is how you approach it in your mind, isn't it? So, but yeah, he's going there. Kelly, Hannah's the same as my son. His birthday's in February, so he's coming up on 24 in the new year. Hey, Carla. Okay, right. Let's have a look and see what you guys have been working on, because I got distracted and just carried on stitching, and nobody gave me a nudge to say, you know. Patsy, I think I'll start my Christmas card by Dean Morrissey soon. Donna's off to run errands. Happy Thanksgiving to all that celebrate, and you too, Donna. Take care and God bless. Well, that's good and bad news. Could definitely have been a lot worse. Yeah, absolutely true. Chris, absolutely true. And I have brought this up with the patient liaison services as well, about how he got to the hospital, because I really wasn't happy. So, but yeah. So the good news is I actually got my backside in gear and I restarted my tablet. So fingers crossed, this should be easier today, going through the thread. Okay, Wednesday stream thread. Well, having said that, there we go. Right. All comments. If I missed yours, shout. Okay. So Ashley is still plugging away at Strength, hoping to see another dolphin later today. Strength by Jeff Haney, 2/1, 10th on 25 count. Come on, easy count, Lugana. So, come on, there we go. You can see the lightning bolt coming down there, and the nose of a dolphin, part of a bird. It's looking good, Ashley. Okay. And yeah, she's provided a mock up there. So Ash is in this top corner up here, so hoping to see another dolphin. Let me just zoom in a little bit on that. There we go. Beautiful piece, that. Love it. Okay, what else have we got on the old thread? Cheryl has had a diamond painting finish. Nicely done, Cheryl. Look at that. Well done, my lovely. Cottage, thatched cottage, and a pond, some deer, swans. Lovely. Even a wishing well. There's lots of detail on it, you know, with things like the little nesting box and so on. Really nice. Okay. Laura says, good morning, currently at work, and we'll catch up on replay. Swapped out whips yesterday. This is Cosmic Clock by Ciro Marchetti. 28 count, 1/1 full cross. So this is a lovely Laura over in New Zealand. Sometimes she's able to join in and sometimes not, depending on timings and events. So she has provided a mock-up. There we go. Look at that. It's even got a censored across it. Oh, heck. So there we are. That's a lovely piece. Okay, what else have we got? So Celia is traveling. She's on vacation at the moment. This is an old picture I made for one of my sisters in Norway. Have a good live. I will see it when I get back. And a little angel there with a candle. Very cute. Very cute. Okay. Oh. Patsy is still doing the Oldie Craft Room by Ciro Marchetti from Heaven and Earth Designs. 4,151 stitches out of 343,000 and at 1.21%. And I have the start of a cushion. Some colour at last. Yay. Nicely done, Patsy. Oh, I know you shared a mock-up as well, haven't you, I think. Where's it gone? What's your comment?
Well, you see, you didn't want to do that.
Ah, it's because I'd leapfrogged Anna Karen's, which I'm going to go and back to in a second. Okay. And there is the mock-up. Great stuff. Let's go back to Anna Karen's before I forget it.
You wouldn't do such a thing.
I'll try now. Anna Karen is working on Cosmic Marbles Supersize Max Colour. 1/1 full cross on 20 count Ada, saving the confetti until later. And yes, I will regret that decision, but it feels right at the moment. You do what is right for you, Ashley. Anna Karen. Absolutely do what is right for you. And I spy one of the Stitchy Witches needle minders there. The cat with its little balloon gem. And I had Cosmic Marbles, the regular size, regular colours version. And it's on the start list. Okay. Sharon is working the final day on Moon Gazing Hair by Haid, 25.78%. And that is looking really good. Lots of that middle section's gone in there, hasn't it, Sharon? Really, really nice.
Not my me just yawning in the background.
He's not bored, honestly. Not allowed to be bored. So Crow Stitcher Andy working on one of the her newer work in progresses today, White Queen by Chris Ortega and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Lots of curtain for a while. And obviously she's stitching this on the diagonal. Good stuff. Thank you very much indeed for sharing. Come on. Oh, look at that. And I've gone completely off the group because I'm such a wally. Right. Okay, what else have we got on here? Oh, Andy's put a mock-up of her White Queen. Look at that. That's lovely. I like that. I really like that. Andy's got this little knowing look on his face right now. You know when I say I like that. That's the problem. I get enabled.
I'm saying nothing.
Okay, Laurie is, by looks of things, he's working on a stocking. Or has a finished stocking? Or is that the mock-up? I'm not quite sure. Let me have a look. I did not stitch this stunning piece. I turned it into a stocking for a sweet family. Honoured to be part of a special memory Dimensions Gold edition. So there we go. So it's not Laurie stitching. It's this piece, though, that she has made into the most beautiful stocking. Looks fantastic. And, you know, the thing about Dimensions is, as I'm looking at this picture now, it looks, there's a three-dimensional element to it. Okay, right. So perhaps that's the intention of them. Never really thought about that. There we go. Story Keep The Last Supper Haid. 16.66%, 2/1 tent stitch, almost a page finish there for Sandy. Looking good, Sandy. Fantastic. What else have we got? Joyce is over 4% on her Amazing Animal Kingdom. Such a nice pattern to stitch, and looks like that peacock is almost in. Peacock sat on the back of the elephant. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Catherine is busy working on London. Almost at the end of my pass, 59.48%, or 154,640 of 260,000 stitches. And this is London by Ciro Marchetti, Heaven and Earth Design. It looks really, really crisp. Buildings look really lovely. Yes, Kelly, there's a lovely variety this week and some new stuff as well. Right, Jennifer has started Starry Nights by Haid, working 1/1 on some 20 count easy grid, and it's 1/1 full cross. And I'm pretty sure we've got a mock-up. Yep, there we go. Van Gogh. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing that one grow.
Is it sunflowers?
No, Starry Night.
No.
And
everyone thinks sunflowers when they think Van Gogh.
And Joanne says, I have been stitching, but I've now sorted out my floss. Thank you, Nicola, for showing me and to make stitching a hell of a lot easier with your system. So what this is some plastic floss cards with a master set on them, which is what I have. So, you know, these floss cards are durable, they'll last a long time, and just with some stickers and putting on the floss, there's a master set. Great stuff. I'm sure you'll find it nice and easy to work with there, Joanne. But yeah, yet again, another gorgeous selection of pieces. Let's have a look and see if there's anything else in the group. Okay. Anna on the 25th was catching up on the live stream, but she joined the group, and this is day off work, stitching, Story Keep the Gift, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's not very clear. There we go, that's better. So you can see Galadriel and Frodo there. What else have I got in the group? Gail's progress on her beautiful lady. It's posted yesterday. Looks lovely, Gail. I think that is it. Yes, I think so. Apart from this one, which did make me giggle, Joyce. Behold my selection of craft supplies. What do you make? Huh? Well, what do you do with them? Well, I enjoy the possibilities. Yep, couldn't agree more. Absolutely brilliant. I have a friend of mine who's a knitter who would absolutely appreciate that. It's brilliant. But yeah, as ever, thank you guys for sharing and for your engagement in the group. It's really, really lovely. There we go. Oh. So there we go. Yep, so well done, everyone. Beautiful projects, great work. And nice to see a lovely varied selection. Not that it's ever been boring. You know, it's just that we've got lots of different themes there, didn't we? Oh, excuse me. I've got noisy tummy syndrome today. Okay. So, yeah, and lovely to see a diamond painting finish on there too. So it's not all about the cross stitch. Other stuff can get a look in. So by all means, if you have done something else, whether it be painting, dressmaking, diamond art, quilting, whatever, stick it in there. Stick it in there. We like to see you get inspired. And I also let a lady join the other day who is offering some patterns via Etsy for, you know, for essentially for free. So do go and have a look at her page. She's one of the Ukrainian designers. Actually, I haven't diamond painted in forever. I have a really nice one of wolves to do. I haven't diamond painted at all. I've got one to do. I've got a Randall Spangler one. So my Wi-Fi just kicked me out and shut off for about 10. Oh dear, Kelly.
Naughty Wi-Fi.
Indeed, naughty Wi-Fi. It's annoying when it does that. I had it 2 days last week when I was at work. At the same time, each day the Wi-Fi went down. And it took me most days part of half an hour to get back onto work. It's ridiculous. But I get mad and I get frustrated very quickly.
Yes, we know. I'll rat you out.
You can rat me out. I don't care. But the thing is, because I work from home, my downtime, you know, if I have too much of it, they start asking questions. That's the difficulty, I suppose, in working from home. I mean, they can't make me go into the office, don't get me wrong, but they can advise that I go in. if it's affecting my work performance. Are you tired? Tired? Yeah. Yeah, yawns are catching.
Yeah, something like that. I haven't got a lot of energy right now.
I'm still thinking of doing Gemma Stitching Diamond Art Marvellous Garden by Haid. Yeah. I would imagine that would be quite nice to do in diamond painting. It's coming on so well. I haven't watched Tonight Stitch with me because I've been a bit busy. But I shall be watching that. It'll be part of my tomorrow morning watching. Before I do the old dreaded Christmas shopping. I think it's been the storms recently. My Wi-Fi's been iffy too, says Patsy. Yeah, could be. Could be. You know, it's one thing my stepdad was saying about the hospital. You know, like it used to be that, you know, you had notes that were written. And now everything is on a computer or a tablet. You know, it's kind of scary, really, how much we're reliant upon technology, isn't it?
They still do have notes.
Not very much. Not in Rotherham. Everything is becoming digital. He said to me, he says, every person I've seen in a hospital uniform has got an iPad or a laptop with them. And, you know, the nurse came round to do the medication and she had, you know, them gun things that you get on the springy coil in the supermarket where you're doing self-checkout.
Oh, yeah.
She had one of them attached to a laptop because the wristbands now have QR codes on them.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in order to access his record and get his medicines and stuff, they have to scan the QR code.
There must be another way of doing it, because if the QR code doesn't work for whatever reason.
There's a barcode as well. Oh, no worries at all, Kelly. Go and enjoy it and have a lovely lunch. And all being well, we'll see you Sunday. Yes, it was quite an eye opener. Barcodes and things.
Well, it will be. I mean, you don't expect that, do you?
Well, the last time I was in hospital was when Lauren was born, and Lauren is nearly 16.
I can't remember last time I was in hospital.
So,
I mean, thankfully,
it was still paper.
It's a place I've tended to stay out of.
Yeah.
Over my life, I've been in a couple of times for a couple of reasons, but never more than about a week.
What reasons have you had to be in hospital then?
I had a problem with my hip when I was a kid.
All right.
I was in a couple of days. No, I won't say that one.
Oh, you mean the one before you moved here?
Eh?
No.
No, not that. No, but it was related to what you're thinking of.
All right. Okay. Something man style then.
Hey.
Something man style then.
Yeah. I think those are the only two I can think of, but there might be a couple more. Certainly nothing while I've been here.
Uh-huh. Hannah says, Andy, can you check your messages? I have no idea. A lot of restaurants take your order with an iPad too. Yeah, me and Andy went out for an anniversary meal, I think, to an Indian restaurant. And it was during Eat Out to Help Out, during, you know, after the lockdowns. And we had to download a menu and order it via our phones. It was weird. You remember that, Andy?
I do remember that, yeah. was good.
What was good?
That's lined up perfectly.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
What?
No, sorry, that was.
All right. What does Hannah want?
It's a bag of dark milk buttons.
Oh,
Hannah's saying, "Do you want them?" Because
she don't like them.
no. Bought them thinking they were normal chocolate, but they're dark chocolate.
Yeah, well, them dark milk ones are quite nice.
Yeah, I know. That's why I want them. Sorry, I might be right tired, but I'm still funny. At least I try to be.
You don't do so bad, love.
I do bad enough.
You're either fun or you're a good sport. One or other.
What am I right now? Then?
You're fun. Because I haven't got anything to talk to you with for you to be a good sport.
Yeah, I must have taken that many of them. More.
You must have taken more than you thought. Yes, Hannah dislikes dark chocolate, so
Hannah doesn't know what's good for her.
when she buys dark chocolate by mistake, it's advantage Andy.
Hannah doesn't know what's good for her because dark chocolate is
it's good for you.
Yeah, it's good for you. Yeah, it's better than normal chocolate. If you know what I mean by that.
It's good for iron levels and stuff, isn't it?
Apparently, yeah. I mean, I don't actually know the ins and outs of it. You know what the sort of difference is, but I do know that dark chocolate is better for you.
Mm.
The best kind of chocolate to have is no chocolate at all, apparently.
Yeah, but a world without chocolate, that would be no fun. I'm a Freddo's gal. Although I do like dark chocolate, but I'm a Freddo gal.
We know. You like your Freddos.
I do like my Freddos.
Nothing wrong with liking Freddos. Nothing wrong with liking Freddos.
Oh, nothing at all. Still got a big box full of them.
I can help you with them if you want.
No, because they're mine. You are not nicking my Freddos.
I'm joking, woman. You learn to know when I'm joking. Sometimes you've got a clue at you. And here's me who doesn't do sarcasm. I don't, to be fair.
Patsy says she doesn't like that kind. Do you mean no chocolate at all?
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I don't think many people do that.
I'm not. Sorry, go on.
I used to know a kid who was allergic to chocolate, and I just thought to myself, "You
poor thing."
Because you know you don't know the sort of
don't know what you're missing.
The joys of it, really. I can't imagine being allergic to chocolate.
No. Betty says, I'm not a chocolate fan, but hubby makes up for it. For me, it's a case of I shouldn't have much, but hubby makes up for it. And Patsy says, yes, there's no chocolate at all.
Hang on, what do I make up for?
You make up for, like if I can't have it, you'll make up for that.
Oh, I get you now. Sorry, I didn't know what the hell we were talking about for a minute.
Now you've done it. I've won a big bar of chocolate and I was saving it for the weekend, says Joyce. Guess what? Whoops. Hashtag Nicola made you eat it. My doctor took me off chocolate almost 2 years ago. Oh, right.
Talk about being enabled.
Well, yeah, I see that's another way of enabling. Yeah, you're right.
That's it, watching, it's sometimes about eating as well.
Patsy, I wish I didn't like chocolate butter, lass. Yeah, I'm same.
It's a vice for many people.
And you found out at the weekend that your son doesn't like Haribos. What's wrong with him?
No, he's right. He's just a complete
Prune.
Nicky. There are terms I could use for him that are much more
Descriptive.
than
Yeah.
prune. Yes, that'll do.
Well, he's your son. Be nice.
I don't need to be nice to him. It's like how it is.
Yeah, he asked what flavour ginger biscuits were the other week.
For those who don't know, Jason is his name, and he's not got a lot upstairs. Shall we say that?
Me and Hannah were in Birmingham and Andy texted me and says, Jason's just asked what flavour the ginger biscuits are. In the middle of bull ring in Birmingham, reading this and laughing my head off. Oh dear.
He's definitely a bungalow, I'm afraid, people. He doesn't take after me for that. So, you can put two and two together and work out who he does, but we'll leave it at that.
Still got a bit of growing up to do.
But then Lacey is quite bright.
Bright as a button, isn't she?
Yeah. And is obviously gets that from me. I mean, I'm not being arrogant there because, I mean, you guys know that I have got, a brain. Not the best brain in the world, but I do have a brain. And I do try and put it to good use.
Patsy says, I hope you don't say that to him, Andy.
No. He right. I think, to be honest, even if I did, I don't think he'd care.
No.
So I'm not terribly worried about offending him because I don't even think he would understand what I was saying. He's not the kind of kid who kind of voices his sort of displeasure at stuff, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he just doesn't get it.
He just doesn't get.
Yeah.
It's basically a case of not getting stuff.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't understand even what I was saying to him, I don't think. Don't get me wrong. He's not. It's not an illness, is it?
No.
It's not. I don't mean like
it's just like he's sleeping all the time.
Yeah, that's actually a good description. Just imagine he's like half asleep all the time. That's probably the best thing to describe it.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've had some good conversation with him about football and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, if you talk to him about the right thing, then
different kid.
He's all right. But just generally, he just doesn't have a scoop.
It's like he don't want to have a scoop, isn't it? He just wants to sort of sit there on his phone.
Yes, there is
a teenager. 14.
There is a certain lack of effort on his part.
He's 14 though, so. 14, and that's what 14-year-olds do.
Yeah, but then there's Lacey, who's a year younger, and is quite bright and happy, and wouldn't dream of doing that.
Yeah, they are a bit polar opposite, aren't they?
And they fight like cat and dog.
Not when they're here. They don't.
Oh, they do, Nikki.
They don't bloody fight when they're... Not in front of me, they don't.
Not in front of you, but trust me, they do.
No, they don't bloody fight in front of me. What did they fight about?
Hey?
What did they fight about?
Oh, God. Anything. You name it, they've probably thought about it. I mean, they have a regular spat every time they come here over which one gets which side of the bed.
Well, they don't argue in front of me, but then again, I think they know that I will stamp on the bad behaviour. And, certainly I've heard comments that have come from Lacey that shouldn't.
Yeah, but to be fair to Lacey, those have kind of stopped now.
Beg to differ. Not always. but it just depends on if she can sneak it in and she thinks nobody's listening.
You guys are probably thinking we sound well, me in particular. You're probably thinking that I sound right mean, but you want to try, you know.
I think that the thing is because you don't have them all the time. It's different, isn't it? You have them one weekend in two.
I can't dress it up. I mean, he is definitely, you know, a sandwich short of a picnic, is
Is like I said, I think to be kind is like he's sleeping, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a world of his own. But his sister can't half clap back at him.
I expected to some days. Lacey can look after herself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which is better than I ever bloody did.
I think Lacey's like me in a lot of ways, even though she's not related to me. When I say she's like me, I mean her age, baby of the family, because she's the youngest.
Well, I was too.
Yeah, and I was, but then at her age, you know, I was like Lacey. Lots of gob. But, you know, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean, like, you know, I would happily speak up and have a conversation and, you know, engage and all the rest of it. And to be fair to Lacey, she does engage, doesn't she?
Yeah, with most things.
Mind you, Hannah and Lauren quarrel, as we all know, of a naffle. Must be obviously it's a sibling thing.
Yeah, well, siblings do fight and argue. It's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
Hannah and Lauren can quarrel over sun coming up in the morning. Terrible.
You've had your run-ins with your sister and your brother, haven't you?
Not for a number of years.
No, but I mean, when you were a kid, you did.
When I was a kid, yeah, definitely. But then again, there were 5 years between me and my brother, me and my sister, and 7 years between me and my brother. So they had, if they went anywhere and my parents weren't around, I had to go with them. And, you know, they kind of resented having to drag me around with them.
Well, I'd have had you.
My brother were a bit mean when I were a kid, but we're close now. We don't speak very often, but we are close. I used to fight with my sister non-stop, says Pat. So yeah, me and our Andrea did. We shared a room. And, you know, there's no worse than sharing a room. When my brother moved out and I got the box room, I was ecstatic. And then he bloody moved back in, didn't he? I'm up on the counter cleaning windows. Can't stop cleaning things. I need a straitjacket, says Laurie. So busy cleaning, Laurie?
Cleaning is a bug. You get it at some point in your life.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to get it, but when you get it, you've got it.
Sometimes I get the feeling that I want to clean, but then I sit down and stitch until that feeling passes.
Say that again, Lord.
I was wondering when you would hear that. I said, sometimes I get the feeling that I want to clean.
Yeah.
Then I sit down and stitch until the feeling passes.
Ah. Sorry, I thought you were talking to your people.
Talking to you and peoples. My lovely 30-odd people who are currently watching this stream.
And they are lovely people.
The washing machine's just come down.
It should be virtually finished now.
Patsy says that you're laughing because you know it's true. Yep.
Laughter's the best medicine. Unless you're diabetic, and then insulin comes pretty high on your list. And that is a Nick joke.
Yep.
Bonus points if anyone can recognise which comedian I've nicked that from.
No idea.
I'll give him a couple of minutes now.
I think next time I pull this one out, I'm going to be moving this hoop again. Patsy says no clue.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. He's bald and he's a brummie.
No idea. Morecambe and Wise or Tommy Cooper, says Sharon.
Well, no, because Tommy Cooper had his fez, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of his...
Chrissy says, I'm the exact same way, Nicola, about the cleaning thing. All right, diamond paint. I see, I'm not alone. Jasper Carrot.
Correct.
Hey, well done, Leslie.
Well done, that person.
I was trying to think who was a Brummy comedian. And then, you know, Leslie said that, and for God's sake, I should have known Jasper Carrot. We used to watch Jasper Carrot all the time when I was a kid. He was one of my mum and dad's favourites.
He still is one of mine.
He must be knocking on now.
He's got to be in his 60s, hasn't he?
Easily.
Let me have a look at his wiki, I'll tell you.
Jasper Carrot is bold, pretty much, I think, isn't he?
He is these days.
He didn't used to be.
No, he used to have some hair, but he's kind of lost that now.
That's what threw me as well, because I didn't see Jasper Carrot as bold. He's had a very close haircut.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, sorry.
Language.
Sorry. Sorry, people.
Do apologise for the F-bomb there.
What age did you say?
I said probably 70s.
Well, you want to try? He's 79.
Chuffing, Nora.
He's only 2 years younger than Dennis.
Christ.
No wonder he's bold.
Mind you, Billy Connolly's had a birthday this week and all, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Patsy says, Andy. He's
That
he's rude, isn't he?
That was a brief glimpse into the world of this house when I was looking. It doesn't happen very often.
So rude. Dropping an F-bomb on my live stream.
You can talk.
Yeah, but I don't drop F-bombs on your live stream.
Never said you did, but all I'm going to say is you're not exactly an angel when it comes to language.
Well, no, I get that.
See, I'm finding you out here.
You can find me out. I've always said to everybody, you know, that I keep it clean, but I have a gob like a sailor's wife
when no one's
looking.
I think everybody does, to be fair. I mean, how many people watching this stream right now can say that they are 100% angelic and don't use any words they shouldn't do?
Well, some people do, you know, don't draw the line at profanity, but I just draw the line at it on my live stream.
They say.
Patsy says, is it hot in here or is it just me? Well, it's fairly warm, Patsy, so nip outside in your bare feet.
They say that people who swear are actually more intelligent. I don't know whether you believe that. But, you know.
I am going to hell for my excessive use of the F-bomb. I am renting a bus in case any of you people want to ride.
Who says that?
Me.
Are you? Great. Book me front seats, please. Got to be the way forward.
Yeah. What do you mean, book you the front seats? You're driving.
Am I?
Yeah.
What, you were driving?
No, I've just booked
hang on a
it.
minute, you're hiring the bus. You're driving.
I've just booked it. You can drive. I'm going to sit in passenger seat with some stitching or something.
Well, that's about right, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Can't be without stitching. I mean, it's like I keep saying, you do look a bit weird without stitching in your hand.
You can't. I'm always watching the clock to see when my stitching time's going to start up again if I'm not stitching, or how many more minutes I've got. I had a pretty bad childhood, says Betty. It was the maid and the babysitter, so I hate cleaning. Thankfully, we're in a small place now, so everything is in its spot all the time. Cool beans. Yeah. But yes, Betty, you can always take my advice and sit and cross-stitch until the feeling to clean passes. And Laurie says, this is a cross-stitch channel. I did not hear Andy say the word F-R-O-G. I'm finding it out because it is a swear word on cross-stitch.
I have said that before, but not. In fact, actually, I think I said it earlier tonight, didn't I?
I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, because you said you'd stitch with one strand.
Oh yeah.
But I said, do you have to do that? And he was like, no, I've just put an extra strand in, which was clever. I suppose that's the beauty of only doing it in one strand. You definitely don't have to unpick it because you can just put an extra strand over the top. Now, if it was meant to be one strand and you did two, that's a problem.
Yeah. Opposite way around. In no matter. No matter.
See, I might not be a stitcher, but I am clever enough. I did say I've got a brain up there. I'm clever enough to know that that's the kind of thing you need to do.
Ah, well, there you go. See, go on.
See, our Lacey takes after me for brains. Jason was clearly at the back of the queue.
Dear. Yeah, definitely. If ever you were out, in person with me, and it'd be a reasonably private setting, the F word can make an appearance quite a lot. And when Dennis is here, do you know what? I didn't hear him drop a single swear word today in the hospital.
He's in public though, isn't he?
But I tell you what, when Dennis is here, it's terrible. I can't allow him in the house if I'm working.
That's not a wise idea.
Because if I'm on phone, and even if he's in other room, you can hear what he's saying, and my earpiece and headphones will pick it up.
Yeah, trust me. If Nicky's working and Dennis is
he's banned. House, he's banned from the house when I'm working. There's a hard line in the sand. He does not cross the threshold into this house when I'm working.
Absolutely not. And don't get me wrong, right? There's nothing wrong with him being in the house, but just when he can be heard by people he shouldn't be heard by, that's a problem.
Joyce says, I rarely drop F-bombs. Most curse words in Dutch start with a G, and that's the loud throat, the sound the rest of the world finds hard to do.
Is that right? Dutch swear words start with a G.
Andy's going to go on Google Translate now.
I'm not.
Hey, I use Google Translate me when I'm replying to comments sometimes, because sometimes I have comments in foreign language.
Well, yes. Which foreigners have you got in tonight?
I've got one lady at least from Poland. And Dutchie is in. Joyce.
You've had Celia in, haven't you?
Celia is not in.
What about Carla?
Carla's in. And obviously my Canadian and American ladies and the UK ones.
The Canadians and the Americans speak
English.
Yeah. I don't class them as foreigners because they speak English. Nothing against the people who aren't in America and Canada. And
you mean the non-English? You mean the countries where English is not the first language?
I understand you guys do speak English as well, but it's not your first language, is it?
Anyway, I answered a comment earlier on in Polish.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Google Translate.
What did you say?
I said I like the map too, because the comment was that she really liked my Middle Earth map. And I pray that Google Translate has got it right, and I haven't said something like, you know, your mama and a donkey butt or something, you know.
Google Translate's fairly good.
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, it can't be. It's not. It's obviously not like, you know, where you go to, I don't know, China or somewhere, Japan, and get a tattoo, and then you come home and you find out it says something like, I don't know, armpit hair or something like that, where it should be saying live, laugh, love or some kind of twee phrase, and it says, you know, armpit hair.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't do. I personally wouldn't do anything like that. Yes, I do hope that, you know, I said the right thing.
I don't use
I
Google
did put-
Translate all that much because I don't have many friends that don't speak English.
I did put in the comment in brackets Google Translate. You know, it's kind of a get out of jail free card.
What, did you have to translate that into Polish as well?
No.
Oh.
But I think Google is Google wherever you are, isn't it?
I don't know, is it? Hang on, let's find out. Because we can go to Google Translate and see what Google is in various languages.
Oh my God.
So, well, actually, I'm not being funny, but
It's a point, I suppose.
so let's see. You did Polish.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go to. I've got to scroll down to find Polish. It's all the way down the bottom, of course, because.
Well, you could do it in some other language. I don't know, like Azerbaijani or something.
Well, all right. We'll do Polish first, though. So, what is Google in Polish? Google.
There you go. You
Right,
see?
okay.
It's Google
all right,
wherever you
okay,
are.
Right, let's try it. Let's try it. You said Azerbaijani. That's. I mean, Azerbaijani. Guess what?
It says Google.
Google.
So Google is Google wherever you are.
Hang on, you've already done 2 languages. Let's try something really. Let's try something really obscure. Let's see. Central Kurdish. Well, right. Okay. No, it's still Google, but it's spelt differently. It's spelt GWGLL. It's like Welsh. That's interesting.
Oh, are you sure that's not the Welsh spelling then?
Well, let's find out. Let's go find the Welsh. In Welsh, yeah, it's Google.
Oh, right, okay.
That's disappointing, actually, because in Welsh you'd expect there to be no vowels.
Well, you would expect it to be spelt GW, wouldn't you? Because that's how the Welsh do all the spellings. Apologies if there's anybody Welsh in here, but I think that Welsh people, when they want to name a town, they just get a tennis ball and lob it at a keyboard, and whatever comes up on the screen, that's what the town gets called after they've taken the vowels out.
Yeah, most of these languages I'm picking are basically
Google.
Google. So we could, where's even Swahili is Google.
So you can, right. So here's the thing. How many languages are there in the world?
Oh, blimey, God.
150-ish, would you say? Because we've got
I'm
obviously.
not counting that lot.
Shall we say 150-ish?
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Probably more.
I'm going to blow your mind now.
Mhm.
You now know at least one word in every language. Google. So you know how you said you wanted to be multilingual? Congratulations. You can say Google in every language on the planet. I would imagine even if you tried to translate it to Klingon, it would still say Google. Either that's what it will sound like you're blowing your nose.
Is Klingon one of the options here?
I have no idea.
Hang on. English to Klingon. I want to know now.
Oh
You
my.
started somewhere. English to Klingon. Right, here we are. English to Klingon translator. Let's see.
So what's Google in Klingon?
Hang on.
Is it Google? Please be Google.
Hang on, I'll tell you in a minute. No. In Klingon, oh Christ, how am I going to pronounce this?
There's a little speaker there. Turn your volume up
It's
and hit
not on Google,
speaker.
it's not on Google Translate.
Oh.
Right. So English to Klingon, the word is oh God, Gerklud.
Let me have a look.
With a capital D at the end for some reason. Gerklud or something like that.
Right. So that is how you say Google in Klingon.
Apparently. If anyone can pronounce that, then please do let us know, because
Right.
I have
Anybody can pronounce that, I'll send him an RAK.
Klingons on the starboard bow.
Oh my God.
Sorry. I had to.
No, you didn't.
I absolutely did.
But anyway, everybody now is fluent in 150 odd languages, apart from Klingon. Because you can all say at least one word. Google.
It's a universal, well, almost universal word. It might be because it's a company thinking about it.
Could be.
Well, I can't think of any other reason.
Oh my days. Dutchy thought we were trying to swear in Dutch.
Yeah, well, because it begins with a G, yeah.
Ah, well, yeah. Well, it could be a swear. It could be a swear word in Dutch, couldn't it? I mean, let's face it. It begins with a G, and it's unpronounceable. That was a qualification that Joyce said earlier. It's a G that's unpronounceable to the rest of the world.
I guess.
Carla says, Andy, Fiku Gago.
Fiku Gago.
Yeah, I would imagine that is probably something sweary in Portuguese.
Okay, hang on. You'll have to spell this for me,
Yeah.
Nikki. Just a minute, I've got to get it up. Right. Okay,
So
spell it, please.
it's two words. First word is F for Freddy,
Yeah.
I for Indigo, C for Charlie, O for Oscar, U for Uniform.
Fiku.
And then the second word is G for Golf, A for Alpha, G for Golf, O for Oscar. It is a swear word.
Hang on. Ficou.
Yeah.
Gago.
Yes.
It means stuttered.
Oh.
Is that right, Carla? Fiku on its own means it was left.
No, it's not right.
And Gago on its own is stutterer.
Google Translate is wrong on this occasion.
Okay, so what does it mean then, Carla? I'm assuming it is Portuguese.
Try Fiku Gaga. Gaga, as in Lady Gaga. And Joyce says, you're on to us. We are actually all speaking Klingon.
That means became stuttering. Weird. Is this some kind of... Right, okay. Far be it from me to tell a native Portuguese speaker that it's wrong, but could you possibly be speaking in some regional dialect that Google Translate doesn't know?
Yeah, I might not recognise it. Could be. Oh dear. So this tonight's live stream has actually been quite informative.
Yes, because now you all know how to say the word
Google in every language except for Klingon. And and Joyce says that the Dutchies are all speaking Klingon.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow.
Yeah, so that makes sense. So what she's saying is that when you were trying to pronounce the Klingon word,
Oh, I see. Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, Leslie's just made sense. Yeah. Yeah, because he did sort of stutter over it. He didn't. I don't think he quite knew what to do next. Oh my days. So yeah, very productive stream. We can all say one word in every language. Google. Oh dear, all good fun. That's the thing about these streams. There's always a fun element, isn't there? Yep, I hear Lauren pottering about. Carla says you have to sing the word. You can't speak it, never mind sing it.
You're asking the impossible.
Oh dear.
You really are.
And because it's not a Google Translate thing, with the Klingon version, you can't hit the speaker to have it tell you, which is annoying. Oh dear. Where did I put that stitch? Oh, it's there. Hey Enid. Have you been preparing for Thanksgiving? Oh my days. I do like my live streams. They're such good fun. All right, over there.
Yeah.
Have all the necessary stuff. Turkey, potatoes, bread cube for stuffing, dressing, etc. Laurie is counter dancing while we're all stitching. We could throw some cash her way. Oh, let me just have a little mark off. That one and that one, but not that one. There. However, I'm not mentally prepared for the mayhem. Oh dear. Your husband and I both work on it. Oh, that's good. That's good that you're not on your own, Enid. Just under a month to my big cooking day. Oh my days, excuse me. I think it's gone quite quick tonight. We're already at nearly 2 hours.
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it?
It's gone quickly. It's a fun stream now.
Always a fun stream.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We got some snow and now there's a winter weather advisory.
What for where?
for Enid,
Where's he?
USA. Can't remember exactly where. California, I want to say. We've had another storm come through. Like I said, we had this wintry mix today. Didn't last too long though, thank goodness. Colorado gets more snow than Wisconsin, somebody said, which is quite mind-boggling. Oh,
No, that makes a bit of sense, actually, thinking
Does
about
it?
it. Because even though Wisconsin's further north, Colorado's in the Rockies.
well, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
You lost a follower on Instagram. Oh. You know what? The YouTube subscribing has been very weird lately. I've kind of sort of hover around the same few numbers, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 2, it's the same end number. And then all of a sudden, my subscriber count jumps by 25. It's very weird.
Someone shares you.
No, it's not. I'm not the only YouTuber it's happened to. And I get that YouTube sort of clears out bots and stuff like that, but then again, all of the new subscribers all seem to be added all in a bunch.
I suppose one thing you have to remember is that YouTube is so big these days that it's having to deal with all this kind of stuff on an industrial scale, and sometimes the figures might not show correctly because it can't keep up.
Well, yeah, but it is part of Google, or as in Azerbaijani, Google. Or in Swahili, Google.
Don't ask me to Google Translate
or
what
in
YouTube is.
Or in Klingon, something Dutchy and sweary.
Oh my God. What have I got myself into?
I don't know, love. You married me, you poor sod.
Actually thinking about it, what have these poor friends of yours got themselves into?
Yeah, what have you lot got yourselves into,
I mean, bloody hell. And they willingly choose to sit through this.
Yeah.
Do they not?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It must be fun, that's all I can say.
That's why we do it.
Yeah. And the Wednesday live stream breaks up the week. Tends to be quieter than the Sunday one, which is absolutely fine. And it breaks the week up.
Well, apparently it does.
I've been doing the live streams now for near a year. My poor soddest kid sitting on the couch, waiting for his dinner. Poor thing, it's going to be late. Oh dear. Enid, lost my chance to put a pic on the thread. Oh well, we had to go out for lunch and stuff. No worries, Enid. It said it'll be open again on Sunday. You'll have to have one ready for Sunday, my love. Oh, hello, Cat. You've announced your arrival.
Yes, the cat is here.
Yes, we have announced our arrival.
Yes.
On her late dinner, don't put any more liquor licks on.
I can't anyway. I don't think they will.
Yeah, there is, but just don't put any more on. Angel, what are you doing?
Where's the sun there?
What doing? Yeah. What doing? I brought home a packet earlier. What doing?
Oh.
Angel's not very happy with
with what?
With Andy. because of Fleener this morning.
No change there then. Cat's never happy with me. Cat just doesn't like me. End of story.
We really should thank that person who left that awful comment. It really backfired on them. Yeah, it did. And we gained with the live chats, definitely. So that's Andy just decimating the kitchen. And, you know, we get this nice interaction, don't we? We get to talk about all kinds of stuff. And you gained with the group too. So, and any of you that's watching this, if you're not in the group, why not? It's like subscribing. If you're watching this, why not? It's free.
There you go, Angel.
What are you singing?
Well, ever since you mentioned California, I've had Semisonic's California, man.
Oh, right, okay. I was talking about my New Year's new starts, and I'll be filming on the Monday, which is, did we set 31st or 30th? 30th.
Because the 31st is a Tuesday. I do know that for a definite.
I'll be filming my floss tube on the 30th of December for release on the 31st, and that will have the first pick a wheel draw in it for one of the new starts. And the first new start of 2024
exciting times this
will be started on the 1st of January 2024. Nope, didn't mean to put that stitch in there.
How will you ever contain your excitement?
Well,
I made that sound so bad.
yes, you did. I will be drawing it on the Monday and have to sit on my stitchy hands until the Wednesday. So
you don't have to.
Well, I will.
Why?
Because I won't be starting it until the new year. New year, new start. Because if I start it on the 30th or on the 31st, I'll lose my bet with you.
You saw I was doing that.
I did see what
Damn
you were
it.
doing. Yes, damn it yourself. Damn it, Janet. You're not going to get me.
I thought I might have got you then.
He's been trying all year. He's been trying all year to get me doing a new start.
Well,
one of mine.
Hey, look, you can't deny I'm dedicated to the cause. God, I thought I had you then.
Nice try.
It was a nice try. Thank you for admitting it.
You'll not win it. You just won't win it.
I won't win it. No, probably not. Never mind.
Yes. So I'm going to do it on the 30th, film on the 30th, and Floss Tube is released on the 31st. And then the Stitch with Me, I will film on the 1st. The lives are funny and we learn Klingon, says Carla. Yeah. Sandy says you have to be quicker, Andy. And Betty says, remind me of the bet. So no new starts, Betty, in 2024.
That was, okay. Yeah, that was the sort of crux of it, that Nikki wouldn't make any more new starts than the projects that are currently on the go. And I've tried for, I don't know.
You've tried for nearly 12 months.
I've tried for a long time to get that woman right there starting another project.
Yeah. And
this year.
And my prize, if I do it, is a Gecko Rouge kit.
Which you're going to get for Christmas off me
anyway.
Unless you, hang on a minute, unless you want another one.
No.
Because then, hang on a minute, hang on.
No, I don't want it immediately. I shall keep it in the bank.
You've seen through that one as well, haven't you? Because
yes.
You said you didn't want to start any more next year. This is not fun. Not for me, anyway.
No, and it's also expensive. Oh, well, I'm going to give you extra time to save up.
Can you believe this? Can you believe this abuse?
Don't forget, I know I want boots, but don't forget I've got a birthday coming up in January.
I know all about your birthday.
So Joyce says, I have a new start on January 1st too, the Hate Sal. However, should the pattern be released earlier, I'll have to find another 2025 start, won't I? Yes, you will.
See, here's the thing, guys, right? You don't have to sort of stick to these rules.
Yes, you do.
You don't have to.
Yes, you do. If you want to.
Hang on just a minute. Apparently you need to stick to the rules because otherwise you lose your bet. But I'm talking to everybody else here. I'm saying that, if you set yourself all these rules, you don't need to stick to them. Rules are there to be broken.
Yeah, but the stitchy rules that we have are the rules we make for ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I've just said
No
that.
starts in 2024, but 15 in 2025, I think it's credits. I'm having 17 now in 2025, Carla. There's been 2 more added to the list. Leslie.
Carla's having 17 new starts?
No, I'm having 17. She thinks it's credit, definitely. 2 pairs of boots, says Leslie. And Patsy says, I need to get an extra one, not for Christmas. Well, I'm pretty sure that they'll be doing a Gecko Amor in February. So we'll have a think. We'll have a think. He will learn not to bet me, won't he?
I am saying absolutely nothing at this point. It gets me in trouble.
You're saying nothing, thinking plenty, aren't you?
I'm not answering that.
Oh my days. Anyway, right, 326 stitches done. I have to go because I need to wee. I've been over 2 hours and 10 minutes nearly.
Yeah, you've had a right lengthy one tonight.
Yeah. So it is time that I took my leave and went and had a wee and what have you. So will I see you guys on Sunday? Patsy says, and he says he has a brain, lol. So all being well, I will see you guys on Sunday. We'll do it all again on the Sunday stream. And get ready to share. I will put out a thread on Saturday to share your stitchy spot. So, yeah. Have a great rest of the week, everybody. I'm Christmas shopping tomorrow. Send thoughts and prayers. Send thoughts and prayers.
You'll be fine. Hang on just a minute. You like shopping?
No, I don't.
You do?
I don't like Christmas shopping because I don't know what I'm getting. So anyway, I will see you guys on Sunday. I will have a stitchy weekend and see you on Sunday. Sunday stitch this week is Sailing Fairy. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. So thank you for sharing. Thanks for sharing in the group and all that jazz and your engagement on this stream as well. And I will see you guys Sunday. Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.